Satnam and welcome everyone. Salimah here, yoga therapist, along with Charles. Today we have a very important topic, and that is for all of us who are conscious parents. What can we do in order to help our children as we go through this very challenging time? For many of us, we're working at home, our children are at home, going through their school online. And it's a time where all of the usual supports that we have, schools, community groups, friendship circles, family, all of that somehow has changed so that our children are much more reliant on us and we're much more responsible for all of the needs of our kids. And that can be a very beautiful thing. In other words, we get to spend more time together, and it can be also be very challenging, particularly if you're working from home or have multiple generations who are relying on you to take care of whatever's happening in the home. So today's practice is specifically for you parents. It's here in Canada, it is Family Day. So in honor of families, here's an opportunity for us to sit down together and to explore the idea of conscious parenting through the lens of Kundalini Yoga. Let's begin. So find yourself in a comfortable seated position. This meditation is a way for us to link one generation to the other and to really take care of the needs of our children. They've arrived very differently from how we have come into this world. Their sensitivity is higher, their reliance on technology is even greater, and over the course of their lifetimes will be even greater. So we're preparing for all of that, how to create sensitivity within ourselves so that we can best meet the needs of our children. Sit up tall and straight, focusing in between the eyebrows and slightly above. Take a few breaths here. Let yourself settle. Let yourself relax. With each inhalation, allowing yourself to become present to this moment. And with each exhalation, letting go of everything that's happened in your day so far. Take a few more long, deep breaths. We begin our practice by tuning in with a mantra. Ong Namo, Gurudev Namo. I bow to the teacher within. I call on my highest consciousness. Place your palms together at the center of your chest. Press your palms together. Lift your elbows up slightly. Chin is slightly tucked in. Close your eyes now and focus in between the eyebrows and slightly above. Let's prepare for our practice now. Take a deep inhale. And through the nose, exhale. Inhale very deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale and let's tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Last one. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Set your intentions for today's practice. Let it be connecting with the next generation, your children, the children that you may care for, grandchildren, however way you connect to the next generation of beings that is making their way through the planet now, developing their identities, their truth, their Satnam. And how can we be more present for that experience? Inhale very deeply, hold that intention, and soften, relax your hands all the way down to your knees. Beautiful. Good. Begin first round of warm-ups by rolling your shoulders. And if you're like me, you're sitting at a desk most of the day, and it's important to release the tension around the neck and the shoulders so that you can also feel more relaxed within your body. When we start with a high degree of tension physically, it's much easier for the emotions to get involved and for us to have those verbal triggers as well. So here, rolling your shoulders, find a comfortable way to do that. You can do one shoulder at a time, as Charles is doing, or you can do both shoulders at the same time. Take your time, really relax into it. Maybe you want to go slower or maybe a little faster. A quick shout out to everybody who's watching, and also to Vanessa, who's moderating the chat right now. If you want to take a look at all of the notes that are there, please open up the chat box. And whether you're watching live or you're watching the pre-recorded version, you can always follow along with all the links that she's saving for you. Good. Take a deep inhale now. Bring the shoulders all the way up close to the ears. Close your eyes. Tense the breath. Inhale, hold. And then exhale, slowly release, and take your body in the opposite direction. So if you were circling forward before, now you can try doing it in the opposite direction, and vice versa. Good, so we can be both shoulders together, rolling forward. Just make sure it's the opposite direction. Good, take your time here. Parents, I know this is a very valuable time that you're setting aside for your personal practice. And I welcome your questions and comments. You can always leave a note for us in the chat below, or you can send me an email, love.yogavision@gmail.com. We've also got a lot of resources that you can take a look at for you and your children. This is playlists that we've put together called YogaVision for Families. Good, last two rounds. Inhale very deeply, bring the shoulders all the way up close to the ears. Hold the breath, and exhale, slowly lower down. Beautiful. Moving on to the next part of our warm-up, and that is called spinal twist. Bring your fingers to your shoulders, 4 fingers in front, thumbs to the back. Now inhale as you twist to the left, and exhale as you twist to the right. Continue, find a moderate pace, something that you can keep up and that feels comfortable and allows you to relax into the movement. Inhaling as you twist to the left and exhaling as you twist to the right. Our children are very sensitive beings. They've come actually much more sensitive into the world than we ever were. And if you think about all the inputs that they have to deal with, technology, learning from home, a change in their daily routines, a change in their circle of friends and who they come into contact with, and the variety of inputs, then we can have some appreciation for how challenging it is for them, along with how we're feeling about all the changes that are taking place. Now remember that children not only have their own stress, but whatever we feel as parents also impacts them as well. So while you're here meditating for yourself and relaxing and coming into that awareness of our children's needs, this is also really great for us and for you, so that you feel a little more relaxed as you work with all the responsibilities of day-to-day life. A few more rounds here. Inhaling left and exhaling right. Good. Take a deep inhale, come all the way up to center, hold steady and strong. And softly exhale, lower your hands all the way down to your knees. Beautiful. From here, we'll do a little bit of work now for the lower part of the body, and that's called butterfly. So place your feet together, the soles of your feet together. Grab onto the tip of your toes and flap your knees up and down like the wings of a butterfly. Now this could be a big movement. As you can see, Charles has flexibility in his hips. Maybe for you, that's what you can achieve. And if it's a little bit less than that, that's fine. And if it's a little more than that, that's fine as well. Do your best and concentrate on feeling more open. We're here in each of these warm-up exercises for about a minute. Lots of love to all the parents out there, all the grandparents who are tuning in. Thank you to everybody who's watching live and tuning in to our weekly broadcast. We have new uploads coming very soon. Awesome. Take a deep inhale here. Hold steady, straighten up your spine. And then softly exhale, lower your knees down just a little bit. See if there's a little more room for you to relax into this posture. Good. Stretch your legs out, give them a little shake. I'm going to be sitting now for a few moments. So here's an opportunity to make sure that your body feels relaxed and comfortable. Good. Come back into a cross-legged position. And if cross-legged doesn't feel comfortable, here are some options. You can come onto your knees and onto your heels. This is called rock pose. Or you can even grab a chair or sit on the edge of the sofa, just as I'm doing, so that you're comfortable and can really relax into the intention of the meditation rather than getting caught up in how comfortable or uncomfortable your body feels. Let's begin now. This meditation comes in two parts. The first one will begin now. So bringing your hands up, place the first finger and thumb to touch, and then curl all of the rest of your fingers into the palm of your hand. So you're really holding your fingers as if you were able to pinch. So fingers are closed. Relax this down to your knees, all the way down, and then straighten up your spine again. So hands are going to stay glued in this position, first finger and thumb to touch, and the rest of the fingers are closed in, close to the palm. Close your eyes now and look towards the top of your head. Here we'll introduce a silent mantra with the breath. Inhale the sound sa ta, and exhale the mental sound of na ma. Inhale sa ta. Exhale na ma. Inhale, sa, ta. Exhale, na, ma. Take the next few moments now or minutes now to concentrate, go deeply within, and continue to use this mantra. Sa, ta, universe, life, and on your exhale, na, ma, death and rebirth. So we're creating a new cycle of neural pathways in the mind with this meditation. Close your eyes, look upwards, and focus. The mantra sa ta na ma shows up in many different Kundalini practices. Here's one example of how it's used. And it is the bij mantra, the seed mantra. If you take Satnam and take it into its most atomic particles, these are the four sounds that make up Satnam, truth is my name, universe, life, death, rebirth, sa ta na ma. Once again, this mantra can be used, this meditation can be used for any of you who have connection with children. So whether you're a parent or a teacher, an educator, this is a powerful way to connect with your students, to connect with your nieces and nephews, your grandchildren, your children, and any other kids that you might come into contact with. they'll start to see you as a sensitive and evolved person who they can trust. Just another minute here. Inhale, sa, ta. Exhale, na, ma. Keep holding your hands firmly. Keep leaning up against your spine to hold your body straight up. Last few seconds. Good. Take a deep inhale here. Hold. Remember your intention. And then exhale softly, completely. And we're moving on now to part 2 of this meditation. For this part, gently tip your chin upwards towards the ceiling. I'm going to keep my head level. Charles is going to tip upwards so that you can see the extent. Now, if this is challenging to the back of your shoulders or your neck, then just do it just a little bit. Just tip your chin upwards slightly. Here we introduce a mantra out loud. The mantra is Sat Nam, chanted 6 times, followed by Wahe Guru. So I'll do some of that counting for you, and then I'll leave you to find your own pace. Satnam, 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 Waheguru. 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 Continue now, go at your own pace. 6 times Satnam, and the last one, Waheguru. Keep your chin upwards, keep the focus at the top of your head, and continue to have your hands in Gyan Mudra, first finger and thumb to touch, with your fingers pulled in. Continuing to chant the mantra out loud. Last 2 rounds. Satnam, 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 Waheguru. Satnam, 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 Waheguru. Inhale very deeply. Slowly and completely bring your chin back to center. Exhale all the air out. Keep your eyes closed here for a few moments. And as you do this, picture the children in your care being safe. Picture them being excited for the future, connected, aware, loving, responsible, and just as conscious as you are. Imagine a white bubble of light protecting them, containing them, nurturing them, remembering that it's your aura that helps to keep your children safe. We complete our practice now. Press your palms together at the center of your chest. Sit up tall and straight, focusing in between the eyebrows and slightly above. Lean up against your spine. Be steady. Be ready for the responsibilities that will join you just as soon as you step off the mat. And remember, you're fully equipped, and your children chose you. Long Sat, short Nam to complete. Inhale very deeply. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Please ground yourself, bring your forehead and your palms to the ground, closing off the energy of today's practice. Satnam to all of you. Thank you very much for joining in on today's practice. Shout out to Michelle for joining in from Japan. It's always a pleasure to have our friends worldwide joining in for each practice. Wishing you all the best in your conscious parenting. Lots of love to your kids, to your grandkids, to your students, and everyone that you come into contact with. On behalf of everyone here at YogaVision, please hit the like and subscribe. Let you know when we go live next. And join us for the healing powers of Kundalini Yoga. Satnam, everyone. My name is Salimah, yoga therapist. Until we meet again.